So new numbers out today show another 3.8 million Americans filing for unemployment just last week, bringing the total number to more than 30 million in 6 weeks. ABC's Alex Perche has the overall look at how the pandemic is impacting the U.S. economy.
This morning, new U.S. unemployment numbers, 3.8 million more Americans filing for aid this past week, raising the total over the last 6 weeks to 30 million. The numbers having a snowball effect on the country's economic growth. The gross domestic product, the measure of U.S. economic activity, falling 4.8% in the first quarter this year, the worst since the 2008 recession, with economists saying it will shrink further in the coming months.
We're going to see economic data for the second quarter that's worse than any data we've seen for the economy.
President Trump eager to get the U.S. back to business.
Where they'll open a certain amount here, restaurants at 25%, then going to 50%, then ultimately we want to be back to where we're 100%.
Several states have begun ramping up their economies this week. Alabama allowing all retail stores to reopen at 50% occupancy. In hard-hit New Jersey, the governor allowing state parks and golf courses to reopen this weekend at 50% capacity. But some workers are worried. Veronica Fields is a hairstylist in West Virginia. She thinks it's too soon to go back to work because the guidelines are so unclear.
It's kind of crazy to go from completely shut down, but next Monday I'm going to be expected to figure out how to do full salon services on masked clients while I'm masked.
Some business owners worry too.
If Order 79 is not ready.
In Washington, D.C., at the historic Ben's Chili Bowl, they fear even when things open up, they'll still struggle.
We anticipate being significantly slower than we were before we had COVID, right? We have a tremendous amount of tourist business, for example, and all those tours are done. They're stopped.
Ben's Chili Bowl got approved for one of those Paycheck Protection Program loans, but there has been concern about applications not being processed quickly enough. The Small Business Administration responded. Yesterday, it created an 8-hour window where it only accepted loans from small banks, hoping to help clear up the backlog. Alex Perche, ABC News, Washington.